Hello friends, in today's class we will learn how to create a road track of any shape in Blender. So without wasting any time, let's get started. First I will press Shift plus A and create a plane. Then in edit mode I will scale it down slightly along the y-axis. This step is not mandatory if the road texture you are going to apply is in a square image, then you can simply keep the plane as a square. After that I will add a material to this plane. For that I will go to the shader editor and create a new material. I will also rename it. Now I will add an image texture. As you can see, the road image texture is not square. That's why I scaled down the plane earlier. Now I will drag and drop the image texture into the shader editor. Now I will connect the color output of the image texture to the base color of the material. When I switch to material preview mode, you will be able to see the road texture applied on the plane. Next, I will join this window back to simplify the workspace. If you only need a straight road that's just one step away, simply go to the Modifiers tab and add an Array Modifier. You will notice that the length of the road has slightly increased because the count value is set to 2 by default. You can increase the count value here to make the road as long as you want. You can also see here that the offset is set along the x-axis. If your road object is repeating along a different axis, you can change the axis value here to control the direction of repetition. Also make sure to enable the merge option. This ensures that the vertices of the repeated section will merge together cleanly, so there will not be any visible gaps or seams between the sections. The length of the road will change according to the count value. Now I will duplicate this road and move it to the side. For now I will disable the array modifier. Now I am going to show you how to give the road any custom shape you want. For that we will use a curve modifier, but currently there is no curve object in the scene to select or apply. So I will press Shift plus A and add a Bezier curve from the curve menu. After selecting it, I will press Ctrl plus 2 to add a subdivision surface modifier to smooth the curve. Then I will go into edit mode, select the points and move, scale or rotate them to shape the curve we want. This will define the path of our road. For now, I will keep the curve straight. I will scale up the curve a bit. Now if I select this curve in the curve object option of the curve modifier, you will see that the road object has moved to the starting point of the curve. But right now the length of the road has not changed because the array modifier is still disabled. I will enable it again. Here you can again adjust the count value to increase or decrease the road length. However, if we want the road length to exactly match the length of the curve, we will go to the fit type option and select fit curve. Then pick our curve object in the curve field. You will notice that now the road is generated exactly along the length of the curve. Now if I select the curve and go into edit mode, when I move the curve points, the road length will also change accordingly. Next, to add a turn in the road, I will modify the curve. I will select a curve point, right click and choose subdivide. This will add an extra point to the curve. If I now move the point, you will see that a turn starts to appear in the road. However, the road looks very jagged and not smooth. Sharp corners are forming. Why is this happening? It's because if we go into edit mode of the road mesh, you will notice that there is not enough geometry in the road for it to follow the curve smoothly and bend nicely. To fix this, I will press Ctrl plus R to add edge loops. You can increase or decrease the number of loops by scrolling the mouse wheel. By adding more geometry like this, the road mesh will have enough geometry to bend smoothly along the curve. Now if I go back into object mode, you will clearly see that the road turns are smooth and flow nicely along the curve. This part of the curve does not look quite right. The shape is a bit off. So I will select this point and rotate it slightly. I can also move and rotate these points to refine the shape as I want. You can adjust the curve freely to create whatever road design you like. Now I will select both objects, the curve and the road object, and duplicate them. Then move them along the y-axis to place them here. This is because I want to create some more variations. I will select this curve, go into edit mode, press A to select all points, then press S, X0 to align all points along the x-axis. This will make the curve perfectly straight again. Now I will select this point and move it upward along the z-axis. By doing this, I can create a flyover style road. Now I will select both objects, the curve and the road object, and duplicate them. Then move them along the y-axis to place them here. Now I will select all the objects and move them apart a bit so I have enough space to work comfortably. Now I am going to create a circle road shape. For that I will first disable the array modifier and curve modifier on the road object for now. Then I will select and delete the existing curve. I will press Shift plus A, go to the curve menu and add a circle. Then I will go into edit mode and scale up the curve to make it larger. Now I will select the road object again and re-enable the array modifier and curve modifier. In the curve object option, I will select the circle curve I just created. Then in the fit type section, I will also select the circle curve there. You will see that the circular road shape is now created. Now I will duplicate this as well and place it along with the other objects. To create a new shape, I will disable the array modifier, remove the circle from the curve modifier and delete the circle curve from the scene. Now I will going to try something new. I will create a spiral shape road. For that I will go to the curve menu and add a spiral. Then I will adjust its setting like height, turns, radius. And I will increase the step value to make it smoother. To make it even smoother, I will press Ctrl plus 2 to add a subdivision surface modifier. Next, I will enable the array modifier again and select the spiral curve in the curve object field. You might notice that right now the road is twisting incorrectly. To fix that, I will select the spiral curve, go to the curve data properties, and under the twist method, I will choose Z up. You will see that now the road is formed exactly the way I wanted. You can also make some changes along the sides of the road if you want. For example, I will select the road, go into edit mode and create an edge loop on one side and another one on the other side. Then I will select these new faces and extrude them upward. After that, I will select the top edges and press Ctrl plus B to bevel them. This way, a small side barrier will be created along the road. In this same way, you can select the circular road in edit mode and create a side barrier there too. Besides that, you can edit the circle and give it the shape of any closed track you want. You can also extrude to add new points and extend the shape. Or you can select 2 points, right click and choose subdivide to create a new point between them. This way you can create any type of route track you like. And if you want to continue extending the spiral shape, you can select the first and last point, extrude them and keep extending the shape further. So I hope that after watching this video you will be able to create any type of road track in Blender. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like and share it. I will see you in the next class. Until then, goodbye.